In today's video, I embarked on a quest to brave the dangers of the great British countryside. Since I was a boy, I've been camping with my grandparents, and I recently got back into the hobby as a way of travelling cheaply. But today, I'm going to be solo wild camping for the very first time. Now I'm here today by myself for the first time, solo wild camping. I've gone a different way to the way I usually go because why not? Spice it up. I don't know if you can see next to me. There's a lot of plants, a lot of pollen, a lot of yellow. It looks gorgeous. However, I have severe hay fever. Oh my days, I will sneeze and snivel at the slightest slither of spring. If I can make it through this whole video without looking like the shellfish woman from Dr. Dolittle, I will be incredibly surprised. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a hill in the distance with 4 sort of rocky peaks, I guess you could say. Big enough for a tent, secluded enough. It's gonna be a hell of a view in the morning. So that's the goal. This here, down there, that's the way I usually come from. So I've now rejoined my original path, so I know where I am. There's a military site up here and they do training sometimes. So I've got to be keen not to get shot. Lovely place, by the way. Absolutely beautiful. By the way, I will not be seeing any comments telling me to put my lapel mic on my lapel. You can fuck off. This is fun. I like swinging it around. Honestly, I noticed this last summer because I was working in the US as a cameraman, basically. Cameras piss me off, man, because I'll see the most breathtaking shit and I'll try and film it and it will look nothing like what I can see. And it's like, you know, absolute shocker here that man-made shit doesn't look as good as eyes, but whatever. A quick stop to replace the first of my 3 batteries, which is now dead. Got stared down by some cheesemakers as I did so. Worse than that, I got hit by the first drop of rain. I'm hoping it's the... Okay, there's another one. I was gonna say I'm hoping that won't be a theme, but it looks like it's picking up a bit. However, the cloud that was over there is now directly above me, which means it'll pass soon, so should be fine. I see some people up ahead. I think they're going to a different hill thing than me though, so shouldn't be an issue. Okay, I've decided to take a step off the road, come into this like Braveheart looking field bit. Just think it'll be more interesting. Can't see where I'm going though, so I think I filmed a video here a few months ago. Who knows, who knows. Okay, going down the other path was a terrible idea, it seems. What I'm stepping on right now is basically thorn bushes covered in dead grass. I cannot see where I'm stepping at all, and I'm just getting my ankles bitten to shit by a bunch of bushes. Oh my god. There's literally a paved road going right around this hill, and I should have taken it. But, you know, gotta be different. Gotta be different. All right, we are back on the regular road. Finally, I can still feel pricks in my ankle. It kind of fucking hurts, but I guess I'll just have to deal with that. Anyway, more importantly, I'm now approaching the hill that I'll be camping on tonight. So, memory serves, it's a bit of a steep one, but it's doable. I'm actually not that tired this time. Last time I was here, I was so tired, but you know, I've actually done quite a bit of sport this time at uni, so maybe I'm in better shape. Ain't that a thing? There are so many cows. Look at them. They're actually everywhere. It's kind of traumatizing. All right, begun my ascent of the hill now. Man, I'm such a dumbass. I literally looked at the weather earlier and it said it was much better tomorrow than it is today. And yet I still came out because I had nothing else to do. At least I should mean have a nice time tomorrow when I wake up, so sue me. I've actually just to whack my hoodie on because it's getting pretty nippy. I appreciate my foresight. Last time I was here, I didn't bring gloves and it snowed. And in the night, I genuinely thought I was going to lose my fingers. Like, it was so cold. I was just lighting matches one after the other in my tent. Such a good idea. I was just lighting matches one after the other just to keep my hands warm for like 10 seconds. Terrible waste, but do what you gotta do. But this time, even though it's spring, I brought gloves just in case. Lo and behold, it's not even 6 o'clock yet. I'm gonna say it's cold, but it's nippy. It's nippy, so. It's when I'm climbing hills that I really do realize I wish I could fly. Especially on the way down. I mean, I go all the way down the hill just to go all the way back up on the other side. Why not just fly between the two like a bird? Oh, Revenge of the Sith re-release, 20th anniversary. Oh, still holds up. I remember watching that movie when I was like 7. I broke my leg, so I was home from school. I just sat on the living room floor watching it. What a banger. I'm 19 and I still love that movie. I go to cinema. I remember wishing I could have seen it when it came out in cinemas. That opening scene on Coruscant with the Venators in the sky. So fucking awesome. I'm actually so glad they re-released it. Ladies and gentlemen, I've reached the top of the hill. Last time I was here, it was like full winter, so it's properly foggy. Couldn't really see that far. However, it is very clear today, so I can see what I'd assume to be miles, and it is awesome. I'm just getting the thumbnail for the video now. Should be a good one. Thumbnail is done, sun is out. Could not ask for a more perfect opportunity right now. I'm currently going around these rocks looking for a nice place to camp. I'll probably end up in the same place I was with my brother. You know, might be something better, because we were looking for a place big enough for 2 tents that time. So we'll see if there's something better for one. That would be cool. Been a bit quieter because there's a sheep right there. I think it's a ram. Yeah, I see the horns. Damn, that is cinematic as shit. Look at that bad boy. Holy. I think this might be where I was. Even if it wasn't, this is a pretty good spot. Minus the sheep. Only annoying thing is, unlike last time, there's goat shit everywhere, which complicates it. But there's a pretty clean-ish spot. I think I'll sweep it off. There's an empty bit down there as well. Yeah, I think I'll set up here. I've got a couple hours till dark. I don't want to set up my tent just yet because the sheep are still there. I don't want to eat just yet because the sheep are still there. But I've seen a pretty cool looking rock face, so I might try and climb it because I've got nothing else to do. That was nowhere near as successful as I thought it was going to be, so I'm just going to have to wait for the sheep to leave. I'll probably read a book or something. I'll see you when the sheep are gone. Alright, the sheep are gone, so I'm gonna put up my tent now. I don't know how I'm gonna get rid of all this shit, but I'll figure it out. I think that's the main issue. I need a stick or something. Where can I get a stick? I cannot see a stick. I'm gonna get a plastic bag ready because I do not want to have shitty toilet paper hanging around. Boom, tent done. All right, the tent is set up. Just before I make dinner, I'm gonna just get my bag emptied because it's just making it a bit easier. So yeah, I've got my ground mat, which I'm gonna sleep on. Excuse me. Then I've also got my inflatable pad, which I'm not gonna inflate yet. Moisture layers, I'll stuff that in my hoodie for a pillow. These don't need till morning. The food, and then the main event. Oh shit. The sleeping bag. That's that front pocket. Inside I have my book, Morning Star, great book. Portable charger, because obviously some camera stuff. And I also brought my DS, because who doesn't love a DS? Look at that, it's fire. Right, let's go make some food. I was gonna do this further away, but I just realized I don't have to. I can just do it right here. I need to go find my water bottle though, so now I can do this right in front of my tent. Whack my shoes off. All right, let's get this done. Okay, right, for my cooking kit, I've got this little metal thing. I learned how to use these at school in the cadets. Not the best, but it does the job. Fuel goes in the middle, guard goes on, boom, like that. Then I like that, and then it heats up my mess tin, which I've got noodles. That should be more than enough. but I am quite hungry, so. This is all the water I brought, so I'm gonna try not to waste it. Probably should have boiled the water before I added the noodles, but too late. Go on, much. I think that's lit. That looks lit. I'm gonna cover it now with my... All right, that's perfect. So yeah, I'll see when that's cooked, I suppose. I'm on my third fuel. Still not cooked. I did put way too much in there. Well, that's finished cooking. So I've got some nice undercooked, underflavored noodles here, which I'm just gonna scran. See when I see you, I guess. I don't even know what I'm gonna do after this, to be honest. We will see. Could be something. Could be interesting. I've eaten my dinner, unbelievably mid, so bad. The sun is actually starting to go down now. I think it's about 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. It won't be dark until at least 9. But I think whilst it's light, I'm gonna read my book. Then when it gets dark, I'll probably still read my book. I've got a torch, I got my DS, but... Alright, I'm done for the night. It's dark now. Probably gonna read for an hour or so and then I'll go to bed and catch up in the morning, I suppose. Morning. I think that sheep from last night is back. I heard it barring outside. It's really cold. I didn't bring any trousers, so the walk back is going to be pretty flippin' nippy. Oh well, I'm going to start getting ready. There's so many sheep outside my tent. I keep hearing them baaing. They're just walking around. I think it could be the same as yesterday. It's actually not as cold as I thought it was, so I should be alright. I'm gonna start getting my stuff taken down. Ooh. Alright, I packed up all my stuff. I'm now beginning my descent. It's quite nice this morning. Last time I couldn't see any of the anything down the hill because it was so misty, you just could not see 2 feet in front of me. But I can see everything now. But no, the goats cleared out before I started packing up my stuff, so that's all good. I'm seriously upset though because I used all my fuel last night trying to cook way too much noodles, which didn't even work. They were so mid. But that means I can't heat up any water this morning to make a hot chocolate, which is just so depressing. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna get home, whack the kettle on, and hopefully end off this video with a nice hot chocolate. Despite how cold it was in the tent this morning when I woke up, now that I'm outside and moving, it's actually not too bad. I think part of the problem was my tent was in the shade, so it felt a lot colder, whereas I'm quite clearly in the sun now. There's a bit of a wind, but completely manageable, Actually not on a path right now, so hopefully it's not a repeat of yesterday. All right, I've descended the hill that I camped on, and I'm now making my way towards the annoying hill in the middle. But I don't know whether to take this risk, because yesterday, as you know, I got caught up in the grass fields. But I don't know if you can see this, but there's like a path in the middle. I might try using that because it looks like a bit of a shortcut. But I have to say I much prefer the way back. It's pretty much, I mean, the train station is at the bottom of this like valley type thing, So it's uphill the whole way there. The way back is just absolutely gorgeous, honestly. So much nicer on my knees. Fuck, I sound old. All right, I'm now back in Oakhampton, almost at the train station. So how was it? Great, honestly, so great. I cannot recommend enough going wild camping, or just even camping. I mean, I feel like people don't get out enough, myself included, but it's just so fun. It's just so fun. More so with people. I mean, it's fun enough by itself, but when you have like when my brother was here, it's just great. Honestly, just go for it. I'm gonna get on the train, I'm gonna get back, and then I'm gonna have a hot chocolate and just melt and have a shower. I smell like shit.